What is going on, basketball fans, and welcome back to NBA GOAT News. The NBA isn't just about basketball. It's about drama, passion, and battles that define careers. Rivalries are the heart of the game, creating unforgettable moments and stories that last generations. In this video, we're diving into the most intense rivalries in NBA history. Let's get into it. When you think of NBA rivalries, one stands above the rest. Celtics vs. Lakers. Two franchises with a combined 34 championships. It started in the 1960s when Bill Russell's Celtics dominated, but it reached another level in the 1980s with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Their battles were more than just basketball. They represented East vs. West, Flash vs. Grit, and an entire generation of fans. The seeds of this legendary rivalry were planted in college. Larry Bird, the underdog from Indiana State, and Magic Johnson, the charismatic star from Michigan State, squared off in the 1979 NCAA championship game. Magic Spartans emerged victorious, but the game became the most watched college basketball game in history and set the stage for their NBA showdown. When they entered the NBA, the rivalry hit new heights. Bird joined the Boston Celtics, bringing his unmatched work ethic and deadly shooting, while Magic became the floor general for the flashy Los Angeles Lakers. The two faced off in three unforgettable NBA Finals: 1984, 1985, and 1987. In 1984, Bird Celtics won a grueling 7-game series, cementing his legacy as one of the league's fiercest competitors. The Lakers struck back in 1985 with Magic Johnson leading the way to avenge their loss. Then, in 1987, Magic delivered the iconic Junior Skyhook in Game 4, propelling the Lakers to another championship. These battles weren't just about titles. They were about two contrasting styles of play and personality colliding on the biggest stage. Decades later, the Celtics and Lakers rivalry was reborn. In 2008, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen formed the Celtics Big Three and faced Kobe Bryant's Lakers in the finals. Boston dominated Game 6 to win their first title in over 20 years, but Kobe wasn't done. In 2010, he carried the Lakers to a dramatic 7-game victory over the Celtics, cementing his legacy with his 5th championship. The rivalry between Kobe and Pierce was a throwback to the Bird Magic days, reminding fans why Celtics vs. Lakers is the ultimate NBA rivalry. The Bulls and the Pistons rivalry defined the late 80s and early 90s. The Bad Boys of Detroit, led by Isaiah Thomas, were physical and unapologetic, standing as the final roadblock to Michael Jordan's greatness. The infamous Jordan rules made every game a war. The Jordan rules were a groundbreaking defensive strategy implemented by the Pistons. Their goal: stop Michael Jordan at all costs, whether it was double teaming him when he drove to the basket, forcing him to his left, or delivering hard fouls to sap his energy. The Pistons made life miserable for MJ. This strategy was on full display during the 1990 Eastern Conference Finals. In a brutal Game 7, Detroit's defense stifled Jordan, pulling him to 31 points on inefficient shooting as they advanced to the NBA Finals. However, in 1991, the tide turned. The Bulls swept the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Final, with Jordan delivering a masterclass in leadership and resilience. That sweep ended Detroit's reign and marked the beginning of Chicago's dynasty. If the Bulls and Pistons were about finesse and physicality, Heat vs. Knicks was pure chaos. These two teams clashed repeatedly in the playoffs during the 90s, with every series feeling like a heavyweight boxing match. Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, and the relentless Jeff Van Gundy gave us moments that were equal parts ridiculous and legendary. The Heat and Knicks rivalry peaked in the late 90s with 4 consecutive playoff series from 1997 to 2000. The 1997 Eastern Conference semifinals were marred by a massive brawl in Game 5, which led to multiple suspensions and ultimately swung the series in Miami's favor. The following year, the Knicks got their revenge with a dramatic Game 5 victory on Allen Houston's game-winning shot. At the center of this feud was Pat Riley, the legendary coach who left the Knicks to take over the Heat. His no-nonsense coaching style fueled the physical intensity of these matchups, making every game feel like a war. Now fast forward to the 2010s, and you get Warriors vs. Cavs, the rivalry that defined the modern NBA. 4 straight finals matchups. LeBron James at his peak versus Steph Curry and the Warriors' revolutionary style. From the Cavs' historic 3-1 comeback in 2016 to Kevin Durant joining the Warriors and dominating, this rivalry had it all: drama, legacy, and unforgettable moments. The 2016 finals were the pinnacle of this rivalry. Down 3-1, LeBron James and Kyrie Irving delivered historic performances to lead the Cavaliers to an improbable comeback. Irving's game-winning 3-pointer in Game 7 and LeBron's iconic block on Andre Iguodala are moments forever etched in NBA history. However, the Warriors rebounded by adding Kevin Durant in 2017, forming a super team that dominated the league and crushed the Cavs in back-to-back finals. This rivalry redefined how teams approach roster building, with many viewing Durant's move as a shift towards the era of super teams. Of course, there are countless rivalries that didn't make the main list. Spurs vs Mavericks, with Duncan and Nowitzki battling for Texas dominance. 76ers vs Celtics, one of the oldest rivalries in the league. And who can forget the personal feuds like Kobe vs Shaq? These rivalries have shaped the league in their own way. Rivalries are what make the NBA more than just a game. They're stories, battles, and memories that keep fans coming back year after year. Do we miss your favorite rivalry? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more NBA content.